Week, I was lucky enough to have a conversation with Michael Bluestein, the keyboardist for the Hall of Fame rock band Foreigner, who'll be in concert at the McGrath Amphitheatre on Monday, August 11th. We chatted about his musical influences, how Foreigner's music has transcended generations. Take a look. Where are you joining me from? Where are you at right now?
We're in Ocean City, Delaware.
So you have a show tonight there, is that correct?
Not here, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what do you do like on an off day, or even off day, or even before shows? What's your day look like?
Well, so I have some gear set up here. Can you see it? Well,
there we go. Yeah.
So like, I'll have my little, speaking of technology, portable studios are pretty amazing these days. It's like a laptop and a keyboard and another small piece of equipment and a guitar. I try to keep the creative juices flowing. I just met one of our band members out for a nice little brunch earlier. And since we got the ocean here, I'll probably take a walk along the beach.
Nice.
Try to get some exercise in. So yeah, try to stay active, try to stay engaged in some new music, and just forward motion.
You started with Foreigner back in 2008. How did that collaboration all come about?
So I was recommended to audition. The keyboard player at the time needed to leave. He had some other commitments coming that he had to attend to, but he promised the guys he would help find somebody to replace him, and we ran into each other at a music convention, and it was just really good timing. At the time I was playing with Enrique Iglesias, but I was open to a change at that point, and I thought, Foreigner, well, it just felt a little closer to home.
I was, looking at your resume. It's very impressive. You put out CDs of your own, and you've collabed with some iconic singers and songwriters. Who did you listen to growing up, or who are your influences when you were younger?
Well, they're pretty eclectic. I have a lot of different styles, a lot of different kind of musical heroes that span a lot of different genres. But I would say that the biggest thing that got me first was as a child of the 70s, as we said, Gen X. A lot of the singer-songwriters, the sort of soft rock stuff of the 70s was really big for me. Cat Stevens, Paul Simon, Gordon Lightfoot, Jim Croce, people like that. I don't know, I just always loved that stuff. My mom loved Stevie Wonder, so we had a bunch of those old Stevie Wonder albums on the turntable. Then, of course, the disco craze happened, and Saturday Night Fever and all that stuff.
I feel like you're a true Gen Xer. You just have a really eclectic taste in music, like I think a lot of us do.
I think that it's funny. I hadn't identified that eclectic musical taste as a Gen X feature or a Gen X trait, but I think you might be onto something. I think that growing up in the 70s, musical pop music and rock was exploding.
Foreigner has so many hit songs that fans absolutely love. What are some of your favorite songs to play?
Well, there's definitely, like you said, there's just a lot of hits, and we're just in this amazing position of being able to play hits from beginning to end. So I would say, Jukebox Hero was always one, kind of as a young kid, just that one always gave me chills. I always loved that song. And that's a big one. Long, Long Way From Home, I love. Waiting for a Girl Like You. I
always try to guess what song a band's going to play as not just their encore, but their last song. And I have a hard time with Foreigner because there's so many hits. Have you seen more generations come into your concerts, other than just baby boomers and Gen Xers? Are you seeing more of a generational mix come into your concerts?
Well, all those baby boomers and Gen X kids have kids of their own, and even grandkids of their own now, right? So it's people play the music. A lot of times you obviously play the music for their kids and grandkids that they grew up listening to and loved, and that they're sentimental about and have an attachment to. And pop music now, there's not a lot of rock and sort of great songwriting, classic rock tunes, like that style of songwriting and singing. So I think it can be refreshing for people that are growing up with today's top 40 and today's top 100 songs, it's like they hear Foreigner, it's like, wow, what is this?
Yeah. Is it just me, or songs don't have bridges anymore? I don't hear bridges in new music. Is that just me, or am I?
That's a really good comment. In fact, I saw Sting talking about that very thing because he always wrote great bridges.
I don't want to say, oh, well, back in our day, our music was so much better, but...
But it was. No.
It was. No, you're right. It totally was. Yeah.
I'm not saying it was better, but it was better.
It was better. 100% better. You're going to be in concert at the McGrath Amphitheatre here in Cedar Rapids on, let's see, August 11th. You were here about 4 years ago when I saw you. Yeah.
Oh, you were there. Great.
I was, yes. I actually live across the street, so I get concerts all the time, but that was one concert I went to. I'm like, no, we have to go to Foreigner.
Yeah.
I have to actually go across the street and go to it. So
make a long trek.
Foreigner is going to be in concert, like I said, on August 11th. And you can get tickets at creventslive.com. So thank you so much. I don't want to take up any more of your time today. I know you have some stuff to do before your concert tonight, correct? There in Delaware?
Right here, yeah.
All right. It was very nice talking with you. I appreciate it, Michael.
Hey, Chris, great talking to you too.
Yeah.